Ever feel like building a great physique means you have to totally empty your wallet on crazy expensive supplements and weird specialty foods? Well, today we're going to prove that's just not true. We're breaking down the simple, super budget-friendly foods that will fuel some serious muscle growth. Let's jump right in.
Does this look familiar? I mean, you're putting in the hours at the gym, right? You're consistent, you're working hard, but you look in the mirror and it's just not showing the progress you're fighting for. You know, it's a super common frustration, and I'll tell you right now, the solution probably isn't more reps.
And that's because the real secret, the absolute game changer for building muscle and losing fat is what you eat. Seriously. You can have the best workout plan in the entire world, but if your nutrition isn't on point, you're basically just spinning your wheels. Your diet, that's the foundation for everything.
Okay, so here's the game plan for this explainer. We're going to start with the why. Why nutrition is so critical. Then we'll get into the specifics, what to eat for fuel and growth, talk about some crucial fats, and finally, we'll touch on a little something for accelerating fat loss.
All right, first things first, the science. We're going to take a quick look at what's actually happening inside your muscles when you work out. Because once you understand that process, choosing the right foods to fuel it becomes so much easier. So it all comes down to this thing called muscle hypertrophy. Sounds complicated, but it's not. When you lift weights, you're actually creating tiny little tears in your muscle fibers. That's the breakdown part. But the real magic, that happens after the workout. Your body uses nutrients, and this is key, especially protein, to repair those fibers, building them back even bigger and stronger than they were before. No fuel means no repair, which means no growth. It really is that simple.
Okay, so how do we actually apply that science? Well, let's talk about workout fuel. What you eat right before and right after you train can make a massive difference in your performance and, of course, your recovery. Now, for that pre-workout boost, you don't need to go out and buy fancy, expensive energy gels. The source material points to something way simpler, cheaper, and, honestly, surprisingly effective. Good old-fashioned dates. And see, dates are way more than just a quick hit of energy from natural sugars. They're also packed with magnesium, which helps with that muscle repair process we just talked about, and iron, which is absolutely crucial for strength and power. The plan is super simple. Pop 2 or 3 about 30 minutes before you train, and you've got an instant boost. Okay, workout's done. You've broken down those muscle fibers. Now what? Well, now you need a protein heavyweight to come in and start the repair job. And for that, we turn to something amazing. Soybean chunks. And this number right here, this is exactly why they're a game changer. 50 grams of protein in a 100-gram serving. I mean, that is a massive amount of muscle-building fuel. Plus, they're high in fiber, which is fantastic for your digestion and helps your body actually use all that protein you're giving it. So let's just connect the dots here real quick. Pre-workout, what's your goal? Energy. You get that from the quick sugars and dates. Post-workout, what's the goal? Repair and growth, and that demands the high-quality protein you get from soybeans. See? 2 different jobs, 2 perfect and cheap tools for the job. But hey, nutrition isn't just about what you eat 30 minutes before and after your workout. Let's talk about some other affordable staples you can work into your meals all day long to keep that muscle-building engine running. Let's run through 3 more budget powerhouses. You've got chickpeas, super versatile, packed with protein and fiber. Then there's mung dal, another heavy hitter with 23 grams of protein per serving, plus a nice immune boost from vitamin C. And of course, you can't forget about eggs. The source rightly calls them a superfood. They are loaded with top-tier protein and pretty much every vitamin you need. All right, we've hit protein and carbs pretty hard. But there's another piece of the puzzle that, honestly, gets overlooked all the time. Healthy fats. They're not just good for you, they are absolutely essential for your hormones and, believe it or not, for your recovery. Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. Almonds have healthy fats that support brain health, which in turn helps regulate muscle-building hormones like testosterone. They also improve your sleep quality, and you gotta remember, sleep is prime time for muscle repair. That's when the growth actually happens. Peanuts are another awesome choice, especially if you're trying to lose fat, since their vitamin E can help lower bad cholesterol. And finally, for anyone really focused on losing fat, the source material does mention a supplement as an extra tool you could look into. So let's just take a quick, neutral look at what the source has to say about it. The supplement that's mentioned contains several natural ingredients, like fenugreek and green coffee extract, which you often hear about in relation to metabolism. Now, according to the source, the way these ingredients are said to work is by helping to reduce your appetite, giving you a bit of a boost in metabolism and energy, and supporting your digestion. So, Let's pull this all together. Here it is, your ultimate budget bodybuilding shopping list, straight from everything we just covered. You've got your protein powerhouses like soybeans and mung dal, your energy fuel with dates, and your essential healthy fats from almonds and peanuts. This right here is the core of a seriously effective and affordable muscle-building diet.
Look, building a stronger body isn't about some expensive secret. It's about making smart, consistent choices every single day. And as we've seen, your kitchen is really where the hard work pays off. So the only question is, which one of these powerhouse foods are you going to add to your shopping list today? Thanks for watching.